So if this female is complaining of diminution of vision on right halves, that means we are having the right homonymous. Right homonymous hemianopia. Right homonymous hemianopia we are having. So you know that when you start with the visual field defects, what are the defects that we get? If I start first with the optic nerve, okay? This we have discussed fully in our class notes as well as e-Gurukul also. Optic nerve mein I will get total blindness on the same side. Total blindness ipsilateral, that is same side. And we will have normal vision. Normal vision on the other side. Okay? So this is not homonymous hemianopia. Then when I go to the optic chiasma, in the optic chiasma, what do we get? We get bitemporal. Bitemporal hemianopia. So it is not homonymous, it is actually bitemporal. So bitemporal means temporal of right side, right eye is on the right side, temporal of left eye is on the left side. So this is heteronymous. Heteronymous hemianopia. This is a kind of heteronymous. So answer is not optic nerve, answer is not optic chiasma. Then we have bilateral lateral chiasma. Bilateral lateral chiasma. So temporal fibers of this side, temporal fibers of this side. This will cause binasal hemianopia. Now binasal, nasal of this side and nasal of this side. Right eye ka nasal will be on the left side and the left eye ka nasal is on the right side. So again this is heteronymous. Heteronymous hemianopia. Heteronymous hemianopia. This is also heteronymous. This is also heteronymous. Then you are there with the optic tract. Now at the first side, where do you get the homonymous hemianopia? So for the first time, it is at the level of optic tract, where you get contralateral homonymous. Contralateral homonymous hemianopia. Now they have given you the right homonymous hemianopia. So what should be the answer, guys? If I want to search for the right homonymous hemianopia, bitemporal was there in the question. Are you sure, Shyam? Guys, please help me. Both temporal field loss was given, or if both temporal field loss was given, see, please make it clear. Then the answer will be the optic chiasma. This one. If the bitemporal hemianopia was given, then the answer is very clear. Then the answer will be optic chiasma. But I get that input that it was the right side of both the eyes that was lost. Please make it clear. क्या था? अगर bitemporal था, then the answer will be your optic chiasma, nasal fibers of both the sides. But if it was the hemianopia, then the answer will be the left optic tract. So please, you have to give me these inputs. Yes, it will be the left optic tract. So I think left optic tract hai. According to this question, if I am having a right homonymous hemianopia, then the answer will be the left optic tract. So you have to make this clear that whether it was bitemporal hemianopia that was asked or whether it was right homonymous, because whatever feedbacks we got, according to that they said it was right homonymous hemianopia. So it will not be the right occipital lobe, because right occipital lobe will cause left homonymous hemianopia. Right side of both the eyes, na? Yes. So they give right half of both the eyes given. Oh, Right side of both the eyes, beta, will be your right homonymous hemianopia. So that causes contralateral homonymous hemianopia. Contralateral means opposite side. So that means left side lesion. So left optic tract will be the right answer. Optic chiasma will cause the bitemporal hemianopia, and right optic nerve. Right optic nerve will cause right side total diminution of vision and left side normal vision. How do we differentiate it? Optic tract and optic radiation. Lavish, they had not given optic radiations in the options. If they would have given the optic radiations in the options, then they will actually point out, are they talking about temporal lobe or the parietal lobe? Because if I am talking about whole of the optic radiations, then the answer will be similar. That is, right optic radiations will cause the left homonymous hemianopia, and the left optic radiations will cause right homonymous hemianopia. So you cannot differentiate then. But if they give you temporal lobe, then that will cause contralateral. That will cause contralateral superior quadrantopia. If you remember the optic radiation, see. If I talk about the optic radiations, if I talk about the optic radiations, then what is happening? They are passing through two lobes. We have got the temporal lobe and also the parietal lobe. Okay? Now through the temporal lobe, what fibers are passing? It is the inferior fibers which are passing. Through the parietal lobe, which fibers are passing? Superior fibers are passing. Okay na? So if I look at the diminution of vision, what kind of diminution of vision are they causing? It is like this. They are causing homonymous, so same side will be affected, but only one half. So it would be one half of this hemianopia, something like this. So when only the inferior fibers are affected, it will be superior field that is going to be affected. While when the superior fibers are affected, it is the inferior field that is going to be affected, right? So this will be your superior quadrant anopia. Superior quadrant anopia, this one, which is called as the pie in the sky appearance. Pie in the sky, while this will be your inferior quadrant anopia. This is called as the pie in the sky, pie in the floor, sorry. So this is very, very clear. Macular sparing kahan hoti hai? Some people were talking about the macular sparing. Okay. So where do you have the macular sparing? If it is in the cases of the visual cortex, in the visual cortex, we can have the macular sparing. Why do we have the macular sparing, by the way? Macular sparing is due to the double blood supply. What is the blood supply of macula? Anybody? What is the blood supply of the macula? We have got the double blood supply. ICL is actually, these are the implantable lenses. So full form is implantable collamer lenses. So yes, we did not talk about ICL in the classes because we had gone up to the LASIK, and we had gone about, even we talked about in the refractive surgeries about the femtosecond LASIK. We did talk that you can implant the lens, but they have gone one step further. That is, they had given you the name of that is implantable collamer lenses. They can be used to treat the myopia, the astigmatism also, even the hypermetropia, right? Yes, it is not PCA and ACA lavish. It is actually PCA plus the MCA. So if I am having some problem only with the PCA, MCA will continue to supply the macula. MCA will continue to supply the macula. ठीक है, M से M याद रखो, M for MCA and M for macula also, and M for macula. So if you are having something like this, we divide it into two parts. Okay? So one is your, it was mentioned that she was having the myopic astigmatism and refusal to use glasses. So if she don't want to use glasses, you can give the implantable lenses to her. So it could be something like this and something like this. So we are having the peripheral vision loss here. We are having the peripheral vision loss, something like this. But the center will continue to have vision. This is called as macular sparing. Macular sparing is due to the double blood supply which is taking place in the cases of the visual cortex. Clear hai? I think ye question resolved hai. Options also, I think right homonymous hemianopia was given. That is also very, very clear. Please give your feedback about every question. Is the question language and the options are correct? Okay, then a direct one. Corneal transparency is decided by, please look at the options. Are these the right one? Chondroitin sulfate, hyaluronic acid, keratin sulfate and heparin sulfate. What is helpful in maintaining the transparency? Please look at the question. Is it correct? Options. And what is the answer according to you? Why not LASIK, Aditya? LASIK not, because the age is less than 18 years. You cannot do LASIK before 18 years. And the age of the patient given was 15 years. Yes? So is this question correct here? Corneal transparency is maintained by, what should be the answer, guys? Please guide me about the language of the question and also the options. Are you clear with this? So what should be the answer here? Is it, Rajat is saying it is correct. Myopic astigmatism it was. Okay. So myopic astigmatism tha 15 years girl mein and she was refusing to use the glasses. So we can give implantable glasses to her. Yes. So what is the answer? Answer will be keratin sulfate. और इसको याद रखना भी बहुत आसान है. Whenever you are using the word cornea, what word we use for the cornea is the keratometry. है ना? So it is the keratin sulfate that we are using for the corneal transparency, right? All right. Now check the other question. Child with the whitish pupillary reflex undergoing enucleation, and when you are doing the biopsy of the section, what section do we take? From where do we take the section, by the way? From the optic nerve. So you are doing the biopsy and they straightforward told you the name also, Flexner Wintersteiner rosettes. So what is the diagnosis, guys? Yes, it is keratin sulfate. Now coming to the other question. So I think I have told you multiple times, even I showed you the histology in the classes. Flexner Wintersteiner rosettes is the one where you can see the empty lumen. We have got the empty lumen present. Empty lumen is present, then it is the Flexner Wintersteiner. What is the name of the other kind of rosettes that we see in cases of retinoblastoma? What is the other kind? It is the Homer Wright rosettes. Did they use the word leukocoria or whitish pupillary reflex? So answer is very, very clear. I think that is retinoblastoma. If you are having a whitish pupillary reflex, then we are having the Flexner Wintersteiner rosettes also. So I think there is no doubt about it. But you can check the language of the question, any discrepancy in the language, and are these the most probable options? Because I am able to recall these options: retinoblastoma, rhabdomyosarcoma, medulloblastoma, and the astrocytoma. Are these options okay? And look at the language. I do not know whether they give word leukocoria or they give the whitish pupillary reflex. Homer Wright rosettes, we have pseudo rosettes. We also have fluorets. Then we also have the fluorets, guys. Is it okay? ये question ठीक है? Whitish pupillary reflex word use किया था ना? It was not leukocoria, I think. ल्यूकोरिया नहीं है ध्रुमिल, it is leukocoria. व्हाइटिश प्यूपिलरी रिफ्लेक्स ही यूज किया था. ऑप्शंस देखो, आर दीज ऑप्शंस ओके? यही ऑप्शंस थे. आई थिंक रेटिनोब्लास्टोमा एंड rhabdomyosarcoma were there certainly. I do not know about the other two. I could get these. So are they okay? Please help guys so that we get to know what was asked. Small cell tumor. There is also a small cell tumor. Small cell tumor tha is options mein. Are you sure? Rajat is saying correct options. Please check once more. Are these options correct? Okay. Then coming to the next one. A 6-month baby. When you are doing the treatment of the retinoblastoma, there are 3 principles. बहुत simple है. Number 1, if I am having a unilateral and small tumor. यूनिलेटरल स्मॉल है. स्मॉल का मतलब होता है अबाउट 3 mm. ब्रॉडली वी कैन से लेस देन 10 mm. ठीक है. सो इफ आई एम हैविंग अ यूनिलेटरल स्मॉल ट्यूमर, यू हैव टू गो विद द ट्यूमर डिस्ट्रक्शन. Go for the tumor destruction. That is, you can do the laser or you can do the cryo. ठीक है. But if I am having a unilateral tumor which is large, मतलब more than 10 mm है, then the treatment of choice is enucleation. What is the instrument that you use for enucleation, guys? What is the instrument of evisceration? So for this we can do the enucleation. Can you tell me the name of the instrument for the enucleation or the evisceration? And number 3, when I have a bilateral tumor or we have got the metastasis. Metastasis is there, or we have the optic nerve involvement. Optic nerve involvement. If all these things are there, in that case, go for the chemotherapy. So, Lavish, I think this is the simplest flow chart for the treatment. And what is the chemo? Chemo was asked in NEET 2019. What is the chemo that you have to give? It is the VEC regimen. Who will tell me the VEC regimen? Scoop. Moin. Moin, it is which scoop? You have to tell me the name of the scoop. VEC matlab vincristine. Vincristine. Then we have got the etoposide. Etoposide. And carboplatin. Carboplatin. enucleation optic nerve guide. बीच बीच में से कुछ कुछ गायब कर देते हो तुम लोग. evisceration के लिए we are using the scoop. evisceration scoop. ठीक है. Then we have the enucleation. For the enucleation we are using the spoon word. Enucleation spoon with the optic nerve guide. With the optic nerve guide. So what is the difference? If I'm talking about the enucleation scoop, it is something like this. You are scooping out the contents. When I am saying the word spoon, it is something like this with this optic nerve guide. So you have to hook the optic nerve there, because we have to see that how much length you have to cut for the optic nerve. That is your enucleation spoon with the optic nerve guide. Are you clear? ये साइक्लोफॉस्फोमाइड नहीं है स्वरूप. इट इज द कार्बोप्लेटिन. रूट ऑफ स्प्रेड क्या होता है बताओ? रूट ऑफ स्प्रेड ऑफ रेटिनोब्लास्टोमा. आई थिंक लास्ट मिनट रिविजन्स में भी मैंने रेटिनोब्लास्टोमा कराया था और ये सब बताया था, है ना? सो स्प्रेड, सी इफ आई टॉक अबाउट द स्प्रेड, वी कैन हैव अ स्प्रेड थ्रू द स्क्लेरा ऑल्सो. सो दैट कैन लीड टू द स्क्लेरल रप्चर. Scleral rupture, and that will present in the form of the proptosis. This is your local spread. ठीक है. When I talk about the distant metastasis, then it could be direct by the optic nerve. That is the most common. Optic nerve is the most common one. Then I can have the lymphatic spread. And we can have a blood spread. Now blood is not most common but most important है, because it is the cause of death. If it is spreading through blood to the liver, then it is the most common cause of death. then it is the most common cause of death. So it is most important. There is a difference between most common, which is optic nerve, and the most important, which is your blood. ठीक है? और कुछ बताऊं रेटिनोब्लास्टोमा में? Yes. Yes, INI-CET में भी ये पूछा गया था, most common route of spread. तो if optic nerve is given, you have to choose the optic nerve. Nothing उसके अलावा. ठीक है? Clear हो गया? Then this ब्लू बेबी बॉय आई थिंक आइकॉनिक है, और मैंने जब भी रिवीजन कराया बोला है कि ब्लू बेबी बॉय याद कर लो. आई थिंक कुछ इसी टाइप की इमेज भी आई थी, क्लासरूम इमेज, बीपीएल कार्ड. प्लीज लेट मी नो. बहुत मजा आता है मुझे ये ब्लू बेबी पढ़ाने में. एंड we had talked about it so many times. Blue baby boy, and I think options may be what they had given. 1 month baby with watering or megalocornea क्या था, और nobody told me the options apart from the buphtalmos, because they said कि we were so much into it. This is so much clear that that was buphtalmos. We even did not read the other options. So guys, can you help me with the other options? This blue baby boy with the BPL card, BPL card. We are having the blepharospasm, then photophobia, and watering also they gave, lacrimation. So photophobia is the earliest, and lacrimation same image. Yes, Saibana, thank you. Matlab, I think this is the favorite question of mine. Blue baby boy or nearly similar image आई थी. I do not know if it was similar या same थी. Watering was there. Congenital glaucoma था. अच्छा, buphtalmos की जगह it was congenital glaucoma. So that is the same thing. और options कौन से थे? One eye was white, Hurler syndrome. Okay. What about others? One eye was white, so that means it was unilateral. Unilateral था. Cataract. Okay, one was cataract. Congenital glaucoma, Hurler syndrome, cataract. What about other things? And did they mention anything in blue in the question? I think blepharospasm was not there. Watering was there. उसके अलावा क्या था? Gag. Gag given. गैग ऑप्शंस में था. उसके अलावा डिड दे गिव हेजी कॉर्निया? इनमें से कुछ दिया था उन लोगों ने. हेजी कॉर्निया और ब्लू स्क्लेरा. ब्लू स्क्लेरा, फोटोफोबिया. व्हाट्स द डिफरेंस बिटवीन गोनियोटमी एंड ट्रेबिकुलोटमी? ठीक है लाविश, वो मैं भी बताती हूँ. तुम लोग थोड़ा ऑप्शंस बताओ. एंड व्हाट वाज द लैंग्वेज ऑफ द क्वेश्चन? 1 month बेबी विद द वाटरिंग, एंड उसके अलावा क्या था? मेगैलोकॉर्निया था, एंड इट वॉज अ यूनिलैटरल. ठीक है, इट वॉज यूनिलैटरल, बट एक्चुअली आई थिंक दैट इज रॉन्ग बिकॉज इट इज मोस्टली बाइलैटरल. फोटोफोबिया एंड लैक्रिमेशन. तो फिर तो वो एग्जैक्ट क्वेश्चन हो गया व्हाट आई गिव यू इन योर डिस्कशन पेपर एंड द TND paper. 1 month baby coming with watering and photophobia, and I always tell you that they are coming with the photophobia and lacrimation and lid spasm. You can see in the image. Same ही हो गया. Then it is watering and the photophobia. So they have given 2 things out of this BPL card. Megalocornea, did they give? Galactosemia. Was galactosemia one of the options? What is the 4th option? Galactosemia था. Unilateral hazy cornea they give. Okay, they gave a unilateral hazy cornea. Okay, and photophobia था, lacrimation and the blue eyes. Blue eyes. Both eyes had large corneas. Typical buphtalmos. One eye there was a blue eye also. Just like this image. कुछ ऐसा था क्या? Lid spasm था इमेज में. because every time I get a new image I try to incorporate in my notes. So इसीलिए तुम लोगों को याद होगा I show you two Bablu's, and both the two Bablu images they have actually come up in your examination, AIMS examination में. This is also a AIMS image which I show you in the classes. Then there is also one more image that I show you in the classes. If you see here, glaucoma में, let me show you this. What we talk about. See, this is your classroom notes. So we talk about this image, and then we talk about this image also, right? Second eye, there was a corneal edema. Megalocornea was not there. Okay. Megalocornea nahi tha. Megalocornea, we can cut it. I think most of the times they do not give megalocornea, and I told you how to judge from the image, that how to see that it's a megalocornea. So megalocornea we cut. It was photophobia, it was lacrimation, and blue eyes was there. Similar but not exact. Okay, one eye was having hazy cornea and another is blue cornea. Blue cornea नहीं होता, blue sclera. It's the blue sclera. ठीक है? Cloudy cornea. Options में congenital glaucoma, Hurler syndrome, cataract, and fourth some people are saying galactosemia, and some people are saying that it was a cloudy cornea was given in the option. Yes ma'am, आपके पेपर से आया है सब. Oh, thank you Tanvi. Thank you. Cloudy cornea. ठीक है? One eye was white and one eye was hazy. One eye was having a blue sclera. Blue sclera है यहाँ पर भी ये blue sclera. So I think you were able to judge it fine, है ना? Same image आया है तो और भी अच्छा है. And I think a similar question we have discussed so many times. Okay. Options देख लो एक बार. Congenital glaucoma, image was same. Okay. Hurler syndrome, cataract, and fourth is galactosemia. ठीक है? Next पे चलते हैं. A female is coming with the history of contact lens use, and I think she is having some problem. She was having some problem from the 3 months. Comes with the following, and she is having some clinical features from 3 months. This is what I got the input. I thought it was cataract, but it wasn't exactly blue and looked white. Was this the question? I think this image was a similar image. Again, a classroom image that I have shown you. Yes, one was ophthalmia neonatorum. Okay. It is the ophthalmia neonatorum. शुभम को बहुत जल्दी है. शुभम, अब कहाँ जाना है तुमने? संडे एंजॉय करना है. Oh, Mohan is writing you too good for AIMS and NEET. Oh, thank you. तो ये देखो. So a female is coming with the history of contact lens use, and she was having some problem from 3 months. So what is your answer? Can you see these giant papillary size? So this was a direct question again. So answer will be your giant papillary conjunctivitis. Trachoma obviously नहीं है. Trachoma के लिए you require the sago grain. Sago grain follicles. Spring catarrh के लिए, that is more common in the male, and we require the cobblestone papillae. Follicular conjunctivitis में you have the adenovirus. Adenovirus, and adenovirus में you will have the typical fever also. Adenovirus fever also. Exactly same picture and patient wearing contact lenses. यही था, exact same है. तो image is also from the classroom notes, और options I think right है. ये options check कर लो. So I don't want to claim that everything came from my notes. You people are telling me and I'm showing you the same image that has come from the notes. Okay, so we are not the kind of people, at least in our institute, nobody wants to give the false impression. When anything is not coming from our notes, we are accepting it, and whatever is coming, you people are telling. Yellow discharge was there. Yes, even people told me that there was some yellowish flakes or mucus was there. But I think it was a similar kind of image that was there. I could not get that one. Okay. Sago grain matlab sabudana. So you get the follicles which are resembling the boiled sago grains. Let me show you. What is the Maxwell-Lyon sign of VKC? See what happens in the VKC. We have got a very thick discharge that is called as the ropey discharge or the stingy discharge. We get the ropey discharge or the stingy discharge, which leads to the formation of pseudomembrane. So we have the pseudomembrane formation. This is called as the Maxwell-Lyon sign. Maxwell-Lyon sign. This is called as the Maxwell-Lyon sign, right? Thank you, Mohan. Thank you. Sixth question. Last option was mucopolysaccharidosis. So ophthalmia neonatorum नहीं था. Mucopolysaccharidosis. All right. Coming to the question number 8. Again, a very simple question. Patient of open angle glaucoma with the bronchial asthma. So we are having a patient of open angle glaucoma who is having bronchial asthma. So beta blockers will be contraindicated, especially the non-selective one. Drug to be used. So they have given all the 4. We have all the 4 prostaglandin analogs. Which one should you prefer? So I think here the answer is very, very clear. The latanoprost. The safest will be your latanoprost. Check the other options also. Latanoprost, gemiprost, carboprost or alprostadnil. Question number 9. There was a fundus image which was showing only the exudates. So most of the people said that the exudates were smaller in size. So most probably then they will be your hard exudates. And hard exudates means the diabetic retinopathy. So answer to this question will be hard exudates in the diabetic retinopathy. So was a similar kind of image asked in the diabetic retinopathy? Because they said that exactly the same options. Hard exudates in the diabetic retinopathy, flame hemorrhages in the hypertension, soft exudates in the hypertension, and CRVO. Why not other options? Why latanoprost? That is the safest one, the best one to be used as an anti-glaucoma drug. So there are no hemorrhages here. If you see, there are no hemorrhages. So there are no hemorrhages. So obviously it cannot be hypertension. Look at the size of the exudates. Soft exudates are called as the cotton wool spots. Cotton wool spots are actually larger. See, if you look at the hard exudates, they are smaller, darker, because these are the lipid deposits. But when you look at the cotton wool spots, they are large, fluffy, laudacious. So there is a lot of difference. These are your hard exudates and these are your soft exudates. Plus, if it is a hypertension, then you will get the angiospasm, thinning of the blood vessels. So there is no thinning of the blood vessels. Now, if you talk about the CRVO, what do we get in the CRVO? We will get the splashed tomato appearance. We will get the splashed tomato appearance in cases of CRVO. Lot of hemorrhages in the fundus will be there. That is called as the CRVO. How to differentiate between the hard exudates and the soft exudates? Okay, wait. I think in the revision also I have shown you multiple times. So look at them at one again. See this. See this. These are your soft exudates and these are your hard exudates. Look at the size of the soft exudates. They are very very large, fluffy. इसीलिए इनको cotton wool spots कहते हैं. They are the nerve fiber deposits. While in cases of hard exudates, they are smaller, they are darker in color. These are the lipid or the lipoprotein deposits which are present in your outer plexiform layer. You can remember it by the HOP. That means hard exudates in the outer plexiform layer, while the soft exudates are found in the nerve fiber layer. So this is how you differentiate between the soft exudates and the hard exudates. Okay. Gradual loss of vision भी था. So loss of vision means more towards the diabetic retinopathy, because hypertension does not lead to the vision loss as much as the diabetes lead to. So I think it should be more towards the diabetic retinopathy. ठीक है? Then coming to the next question. There is a history of trauma with the chisel and hammer. Chisel and hammer is the iron foreign body, which is the most common. So we are having an intraocular foreign body, chisel and hammer. Which investigation will be giving the worst outcome? So I think this is a direct question that we have discussed in the classes lot many times. See, this is my classroom image. Most common is the chisel and hammer. See, best investigation is the CT scan, and we do not do the MRI. Why? Because iron is magnetic. So we are not doing the MRI. So answer to this question is the MRI orbit. As simple as that. Chisel and hammer, it's magnetic, so we are not doing the MRI. ठीक है? Please, मुझे घास काटने की आदत नहीं है. So I have to see for the other people also. ठीक है? विजय थोड़ा सा patient रहो. So this is MRI orbit. Then coming to the next question, there was a question where we were having a diminution of vision in the dim light. Diminution of vision in the dim light tha, with dry eyes they were saying, and also the roughening of the corneal surface. So which vitamin deficiency? Yes, Sanjana. Right side of both the eyes means temporal side. नहीं बेटा, right side temporal नहीं होगा. Temporal of right eye side पे है, लेकिन temporal of left eye तो left side पे होगा ना, तो वो हो जाएगा bitemporal. That will be due to optic asthma. If I am saying right side of both the eyes, that means right homonymous ambliopia. दोनों में difference है. So इसका I could get only 3 options. Please help me in getting the 4th option. Diminution of vision in the dim light है. We were getting the night blindness kind of a thing. Dryness है. So we are getting the xerosis here, and we are also getting the roughening of the cornea. So answer will be the retinoic acid. They are asking about the vitamin A deficiency, but कुछ yes. So iron था, protein था, retinoic acid था. उसके अलावा 4th option मुझे नहीं मालूम है. If you people know, please help me. I think they asked the investigation of choice. Naga, I think they asked what should be avoided. Rather, they said which investigation will bring the worst outcome. Niacin. Are you sure? Niacin. So we have got all the 4 options here. So this is your one. We have discussed xerosis in the classes. Vitamin A deficiency है. ठीक है? उसके अलावा if you remember INI CT से भी पहले में chisel hammer used on the stone था. Okay. But that will not change the answer. ठीक है ना? If you remember, I told you that they will ask you a question on the systemic association. And specially lens बोला था और वो हुआ. Systemic association of the lens में thin build था. Then we were having the long fingers. And there was evidence of subluxation. So ectopia lentis. Ectopia lentis. This was an integrated question with medicine and biochemistry. And they said that there is a deficiency of cystathione synthetase. So what is this condition? Where do we have the deficiency of cystathione synthetase? फोर्थ ऑप्शन वॉज नियासिन, विच विल बी डेट्रीमेंटल या फिर विच विल बिकम ब्रिंग द वर्स्ट आउटकम. ठीक है ना, डेट्रीमेंटल वर्ड था. ओके, डेट्रीमेंटल कर लेते हैं. विल बी detrimental. ठीक है, so I will come up with the more fine language of the questions. ठीक है. Hi Aman, thank you so much. Thank you beta. So we are having this thin built with the long fingers with the subluxation ectopia lentis. So which condition of the ectopia lentis is presenting with the deficiency of cystathione synthetase? So this is clear cut. ये मैंने आपको क्लासरूम में भी पढ़ा रखा है. होमोसिस्टिनूरिया में we are having the deficiency of cystathione synthetase. ठीक है ना. So what they are asking? They are asking which amino acid should be supplemented. So it is a case of a homocystinuria. So it is a clear cut case of homocystinuria. अब homocystinuria में if you ask me, I think options were these, and this is not the best treatment. Usually the treatment that should be given is the vitamin B6. This should be given. We should restrict the methionine, and then they say that cysteine can also be supplemented. So out of these options, answer will be cysteine, but this is not the best answer. Best answer is giving the vitamin B6. If they are asking which vitamin should, which amino acid should be restricted, then the answer will be methionine. But if they ask which amino acid should be supplemented अगर पूछा है तो cysteine होगा, Drumil. I think they asked which will be supplemented. Methionine तो नहीं metabolize हो रहा because you do not have the cystathione synthetase, तो methionine को restrict करना पड़ेगा, not supplemented. Yes, so lavish it is D. ठीक है. अगर B6 नहीं था options में because I could not get that B6, अगर B6 होगा तो obviously then that would have been a better option. So please check the options also. यही थे serine, tyrosine, methionine and cysteine. So then cysteine will be the answer. देन एक टिपिकल सा क्वेश्चन आया था. दिस वॉज अ इमेज बेस्ड क्वेश्चन. आई थिंक दे गिव दिस अपर लिड कोलोबोमा. यही इमेज था. सो व्हाट इज द मोस्ट लाइकली कॉम्प्लिकेशन? इट विल बी द एक्सपोजर कैरेटाइटिस बिकॉज मोर अमाउंट ऑफ रेडिएशंस आर एंटरिंग टू द कॉर्निया नाउ. They asked about the supplementing. Okay, I think image यही था because many people shared this kind of image to me, and the most likely complication will be exposure keratitis and the secondary bacterial infections. Secondary bacterial infections. The most likely complication that we can have is the exposure keratitis and the secondary bacterial infections. पूरा है. And then my first integrated session, if you remember, acute red eye in a young male, acute red eye in a young male with a morning stiffness, and they give you the x-ray. This is the glimpse of our O2 session, जो हमने सबसे पहला integrated session किया था, ophthalmology with orthopedics, जिसमें we discussed about the acute anterior uveitis with the arthritis, है ना, disorders. The mnemonic was Pears, and that was having the ankylosing spondylitis, young male, spine involvement, sacroiliac joint involvement. What are you going to think? So what will be the answer? So answer is very clear cut है यहाँ पर. इतने सारे क्वेश्चंस आए थे ऑफ्था के, आपके सामने ही है. 14 क्वेश्चंस है. अगर एक्चुअली देयर वाज वन मोर क्वेश्चन बट आई डिड नॉट इंक्लूडेड कि थोड़ा सा एनाटॉमी से रिलेटेड था, जिसमें दे वर सेइंग दैट द क्लॉट वाज देयर दैट वाज कंप्रेसिंग द ऑप्टिक chiasma. सो विच आर्टरी इज इन्वॉल्व्ड? एंटीरियर कम्युनिकेटिंग आर्टरी, एंटीरियर सेरेब्रल आर्टरी एंड समथिंग लाइक दिस, है ना. तो एक और भी था. So this is ankylosing spondylitis. Please check the options. I could get only 3 options है यहाँ पर. Ankylosing spondylitis है, and rheumatoid arthritis and psoriatic arthritis है. तनवीर ये notes में था. If you go to the topic of uveitis, वहाँ पे मैंने acute anterior uveitis with arthritis कराया हुआ है. Acute anterior uveitis with arthritis कौन कौन से options में आता है? Number 1, ankylosing spondylitis. Number 2, Ritter syndrome. If you check the notes, you will get them. Number 3, we have got the inflammatory bowel diseases. Number 4, we have the psoriatic arthritis. And number 5 is the juvenile chronic arthritis or the juvenile rheumatoid arthritis. Notes की picture भी देखते हैं. So where we have discussed all these systemic diseases, there we have discussed them. If you go with the acute anterior uveitis with the arthritis, you will get it. So we have done all the 14 questions with their answers. Okay. Yes. So result कब आएगा? Result I think 10 to 12 days में आ जाना चाहिए. Let's hope. And can you tell me the fourth option? इसका fourth option क्या था? Ankylosing spondylitis, rheumatoid arthritis, psoriatic arthritis, and what was the fourth option? Please help me with the fourth one. Sjogren. Are you sure? Sjogren syndrome. So as you say, I have added the Sjogren. SLE. SLE was the fourth option. So I do not know. Cut off high रहेगी जैसा कि पेपर था, because these kind of papers always give you the higher cutoff. And we will be coming with the counseling sessions very soon. You skipped question. Which question I skipped, I do not know. Thank you for clearing my doubts. Advice for someone who will be appearing for the next. Will the standard of questions be similar to this? Yes, exactly. We have been preparing on the norms of the next only. So this kind of a paper is actually the glimpse of next, when everything was clinical and twisting questions, the conceptual questions. So you keep on preparing. If you are good at this kind of questions, you are at the right track.